Hello, everyone. I pray your day is going well, your night is going well. It's a blessing that God allowed us to wake up this morning, which was not promised. Always an indicator that our work is yet is not done. And there's so much other things that God has given us opportunity to be able to do. Whatever it is that we didn't get to do yesterday, we was able to do it today. And at the same time, we get to tell our loved ones we love them and love on them and much more, call friends, whatever. So we are very highly blessed. And so I thank God for allowing us to be able to just see this day and as well as this moment, this second, this hour. Well, anyway, today's topic is cutting corners. And the reason why I picked this topic is because this morning I had a very interesting experience. So normally I take this certain particular road to go and pick up my artists so I can get them ready to dispute them out. And normally heading out, that road is very smooth, relaxing, the scenery is great. But normally I be so in the rush after I get my order that I hurry up and take this other road, which is like construction, bumps, stop signs, all kinds of other stuff. So as I was going this morning, I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this route back the same way and get on the freeway and head back out and go where I need to go. And so for whatever reason, in the midst of that, after I got my orders, I was distracted, been on the phone. And I ended up subconsciously going the whole route, which is the route with the stop sign, the constructions, and all the other stuff. Well, before I actually made it to that street, I ended up making a U-turn, or turning around at the stop sign and going back the other way. And even though the bumpy road was like a shorter route, I was just kind of tired. I was tired of keep going that same route and all the stopping, the one lane and whatever. Well, anyway, as I was going, the guy started ministering to my spirit. He was like, do you remember that conversation you had a long time ago? And he brought up, my ex-mother-in-law, which is Miss Washington, and he brought to my attention about the time we had conversation. We was talking about some things, and she was just like, you would think that when a person continually to go through things, that instead of keep going around in circles and circles, that they would at least cut a corner. And I thought about that, and I was like, you're right, because we don't cut corners until we are tired. But how long are you willing to keep going around in that circle and circle, 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 circle? And so I thought about this, and God was like, sometimes you can set your mind on a thing. But when you're tired, then you will cut a corner. And in the midst of this circle, God said, I always provide a door for you to walk through. But sometimes we entertain what is going on in that circle. Like, for an example, I was on the phone not paying attention, and I found myself going through the old route. I was distracted. And so sometimes when you're really not tired, you can be distracted in maneuvering out of old relationships, maneuvering out of the situation that you were in that you're tired of. And so you have to be very mindful and pay attention, because sometimes the enemy also can play tricks, and he likes to do things to keep us in that circle of going round and round, which is causing us to have lack of maturity or lack of wisdom, lack of knowledge, is because of his distraction that keep us going around in this circle. So my word to you is, I want to encourage you to take time out to evaluate whatever it is that you're going through and ask yourself, are you tired? Because nothing can be done or transformed into something different until you are tired. So are you tired? Are you ready for a change? Because God has opened up a door for you so that way you can be able to walk through it. Nobody can't do it, but only you. It don't matter how many times a friend or someone come and speak to you and tell you all the positive things and tell you how great of a person that you are, how awesome that you are. You deserve better. You're too smart for that. But it's up to you to believe what it has been said to you. So I want to encourage you, quit going around in circles and cut a corner. So that way you can receive what God has for you. Again, like I said before, it won't happen unless you are tired. And I think about myself when I was married. And I bring this up a lot is because I notice a lot of people has been dealing with things like this. And we tend to stay in something and expect it to change when God has already told us a thing Some of us have got married when we ain't supposed to got married, and I was one of them. However, I stayed in it, kept going around in circles, even though I have saw so many different signs, so many different things that was telling me, Angie, you don't belong here. You don't need to be here. You too intelligent for this situation that is taking place. But and yet, I kept going around in circles because one, I was comfortable. Second, I didn't see the greater value in myself at that moment. Like I saw the good, but if I really saw the authenticness of myself, I probably would have got out sooner than I needed to. I mean, sooner than I needed to, or whatever. But however, I had to get tired. And it reminds me of that song that R. Kelly had made, and it talks about when a woman's fed up, nothing you can do about it. And that's just not for women. A person, anyone, when they're tired and they're fed up, nothing can be done. Nothing a person can say. And that's how it needs to be in every situation that you're in. Evaluate it.